we're going to have a look at fallow period. Now this is a term you see thrown around on fish keeping forums left, right and centre, but if you're new to the hobby, this is something which will seem quite odd and you won't really understand what it means. So basically when we talk about fallow period, what we mean is that the tank has no fish in it. So the idea behind this is that if you've had an infection in the tank and you've had a parasite in there, that the fish have been removed and treated in quarantine, and in some cases they might only need to be in there 5 days to eliminate the parasites upon the fish, but in some cases that means there's still parasites lurking behind in the main reef system. Now if the main tank is a fish only system, you could medicate that and eradicate it fairly easily, or even treat the fish in the main tank. But in a reef system, most of the medications are not reef safe, and the ones that are reef safe won't work on the majority of fish diseases. So you've separated your fish off into the quarantine tank, you've treated them for 5, 10 or 28 days depending on what it is and what you need to do, and you're ready to put the fish back. But the problem is if you put them back into the tank, the parasites are just going to latch back onto them and infect them again. So what do you do about it? Well actually it's fairly straightforward. All you have to do is keep the fish out of that system, and the parasites with no fish to feed upon will all die of starvation. Now how long you have to keep them out of that system varies immensely. For most cases of flukes, 5 to 10 days is enough. For Bruckenella, about 4 to 12 weeks depending on a number of factors. For white spot you'll often see people recommend 72 days, but that's only at mega low temperatures which aren't likely to be happening in the home aquarium. Normally 4 weeks is enough if you keep your temperature high enough. So what do? If you're not sure of what disease you've had in there, or you have trouble keeping your temperature stable, or you just want to play belt and braces super strong, the simplest answer is keep the fish out of the main system for 12 weeks. At the end of the 12 weeks you know that you're rock solid and nothing really is going to be lurking. There's the odd thing like parasitococcus and black spot which can lurk. They are both extremely rare, and realistically you don't really need to worry about those. You see maybe one case every decade or so, and I deal with quite a lot of hobbyists. So ignoring those really oddball ones that are out there, I'd say for the majority of people, if you raise the temperature slowly to 30 degrees C, 4 weeks will give you a 99% coverage on the vast majority of fish diseases. But if you want to go belt and braces, leave it 12 weeks. So at the end of that time you can then add the fish back into the system. You may find that during that time you've lost some nitrifying bacteria, so it'd be worth redosing the tank with ATM colony or something similar, or releasing the fish back into the system in a more staggered approach, with the least aggressive fish going in first and the most aggressive and territorial fish going in last. It's completely up to you. Personally I get them all back in one hit because you're going to get less aggression and problems that way, and ammonia is a fairly easy thing to take care of. So that pretty much sums up fallow period. Make sure you check out our other videos on diagnosing fish disease and quarantine.